want to talk a little bit right now about not a first-time home buyer, but your second home. You've already bought one home and now you're thinking about buying another one. Well, certainly the type of market has a lot to do with how you approach that, but I'm just going to talk about where we are today. And where we are today is it's really hard to buy a home if you have to sell your current home, if it's contingent upon the sale of the buyer's property. So, and if you don't, then you have, what are you going to do, right? You save up your nickels and you're able to afford that second home, but maybe now you're carrying two mortgages, and how long can you do that? And that can be a burden for a lot of people. So the best, simplest way to go these days is to sell first, right? Sell your house, get some temporary living. It can be a hotel. There's these residence inns and places like that that have kitchens, and I know people that have stayed there for 3 or 4 months, and it's not too far away from where their normal mortgage was anyway, so it really wasn't costing them that much money month to month, and it gave them the leverage they needed to be able to buy homes they really wanted. If you're going to do that, if you're going to sell, you should do the basic stuff. You should get your house ready to sell. You don't have to do a lot, but certainly freshen it up, paint it, clean it up, stuff like that. Organize it, and be sure not to overprice. Even though it's a seller's market, you want to keep in mind that buyers are sensitive to these prices. So when they see one that's kind of an outlier, that's a little higher than the rest, they just go, oh, who is this person, and what makes them think their house is worth that much money? So you need to be careful with pricing. And then when you do make an offer on a home, especially with it being so competitive, and the fact that you have a home, you have to have an even more compelling offer than the other people who don't have to sell a home. You might say, oh, I'm gonna offer you more money. I'm going to waive the appraisal because I've got a bucket load of cash coming from the sale of my home. I can bridge that gap. Or maybe I'm going to remove the inspection contingency or something like that. So just be careful with those things and make sure you're making an educated choice. But those are the type of things people who are buying houses are doing these days. And then another thing you can do is maybe get like a bridge loan, a HELOC, some type of additional funds. You can take the equity out of your home, for example, and use that to get into that second home. But again, now you're carrying two homes, two mortgages, and that's, for a lot of people, that's asking a lot. So, and now, by the way, HELOCs are getting harder to get right now too. You might want to talk to your lender about that. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. Be sure and like this video, and if you have ideas for things you'd like me to talk about, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Thank you.